Now, once you're stronger, what can you do? Well, everything better. Which means that if you're going to play a sport like tennis or soccer or Olympic weightlifting or golf, then you can do it better if you're strong than you can if you're not strong. And obviously, the amount of strength you accumulate has got to be measured against the amount of time it takes to play the actual sport and do the sport's skills that you have to execute during the sport's performance. And this is where we get into the other part of the two-factor model. All right? Those types of activities that are dependent on accuracy and precision in movement pattern execution, like tennis or golf or downhill skiing or BJJ or football or baseball or basketball or any other sport where accuracy and precision are part of the equation, then the execution of the accuracy and precision part of sports preparation is called practice. So you have training on the one hand, which produces the physiologic adaptation that allows you to execute the movement patterns at a high level during the performance. And then you have the practice of the movement patterns themselves that will be executed with your now stronger body. These are two separate aspects of performance preparation. Two completely separate aspects of performance preparation, and they must be thought of as separate processes because they are. Okay? Now, to take an extreme example, golf is usually approached as a game. And a game is a thing that you do without any training for it. All right? Billiards is a game. All right? Golf is usually approached as a game. But if you add a training aspect to golf, what happens to your drive? Guess what? It gets longer. And if you can take a stroke off of every hole, I kind of think that's of benefit to you as a golfer. But in order to do that, you got to get stronger because stronger hits the ball harder. You'd rather just buy new clubs. I understand that. It'd be better for you to just buy new clubs instead of having to squat and deadlift. Okay? How does squat and deadlift benefit golf? Doesn't look like golf, does it? It's not rotational. Doesn't matter that it's not rotational. It makes you stronger. Rotational comes with practice. Strength comes with squats and deadlifts. Training does not have to look like practice. And if you try to make it look like practice, you're diluting both the effectiveness of your training and your approach to practice, which must be specific to the performance. Okay? In other words, practice cannot be executed with a heavy club. Because to use a heavy club, a club weight, a head weight you're not going to use on the course, under the assumption that that's going to make you stronger, what you're doing is practicing swinging the club slower, swinging it at a different mechanical pattern, a pattern that should be extremely specific to what's actually going to happen on the course when you play golf as a performance. It's much better, much more effective to get strong in ways that just make you stronger. And then to take your now stronger body and practice it using the exact circumstances and conditions that will be required during the performance. That's a much better use of your time. Okay, because not getting under the bar doing your squats and deadlifts is wasting an opportunity to get stronger. And assuming that swinging a heavier club is going to make you stronger is both wrong, because an extra 5 ounces on the club head does not, 5 ounces doesn't make you stronger, honey. I'm sorry about that, but it just doesn't make you stronger. But what it does do is cause you to practice swinging the club in a different way than you are going to swing it during the performance. Now, what sounds better? Thousands and thousands of reps, exactly like you're going to execute them during the performance, or doing enough reps in a different way to constitute confusion in the movement pattern when it comes time to execute the performance. I don't think that you can make a case that swinging a heavy club or swinging a heavy bat or throwing a heavy baseball contributes to either strength training or practice in a productive way. Yet, that's what's done. It's what's done. You get strength coaches report that the golf coach wants to have the kids hook up a cable to the cable machine and do a rotational movement so it looks like golf. I've got a couple of buddies that are high-level strength coaches at colleges and universities. They get so sick of this bullshit. But that's what's done. Sports coaches think that strength training must look like the performance, and it doesn't. The most effective way to train for strength, if strength is what we want, is defined by the most effective way to get strong. There's no such thing as strength training for golf. There is strength training for strength, and there is practice for golf.